My beloved, have you ever found yourself weighed down by thoughts of the past, wishing you could turn back time and undo mistakes you've made or painful moments you've endured? I see your heart when regrets cloud your mind, and I know how tempting it can be to replay old memories, wondering if you could have done things differently. Yet I want to remind you, do not dwell on what is behind you. You are not bound by the past, for I am the one who holds your future in my hands. I want you to learn from your yesterdays without living in them, because the present moment is a gift, an invitation to draw near to me right now. When you focus on the past, you lose sight of the possibilities I have placed before you. Instead of letting regret dictate your actions, come to me and pour out your heart, for I am your refuge, and I am here to listen. There is no wound too deep, no mistake too grave, that I cannot transform for good. When shame or sorrow starts to overwhelm you, remember that I am the God of all comfort. I am the place where your anxious thoughts can rest. You can trust me at all times, in the light of day and in the darkest hour of night. Let this trust be the anchor of your soul. Even if you feel like your world is spinning, I remain steady. You might have regrets, but you do not have to let them define your path forward. Instead, hand them over to me, and I will show you how I bring beauty from ashes. When you find your mind drifting back to what cannot be changed, practice whispering this simple prayer: I trust you, Jesus. Let those 4 words settle your heart. Think of them as a small but mighty key that can unlock hope in the midst of despair. This childlike trust breathes fresh air into your heart, dispersing the clouds of worry that try to linger. Even when your past experiences threaten to steal your peace, reminding yourself of my constant presence will bring immediate comfort. I know how easy it is to become stuck in a loop of shame or guilt, yet I am doing something new in your life. The story I am writing for you is not restricted by what has already occurred. I can bring forth new growth, new relationships, and new opportunities, even when you feel surrounded by dead ends. Just as seeds sprout in unexpected places, so can my blessings appear where you least expect them. Ask me to open your eyes so you can see the fresh work I am doing. Often, my children miss these blessings because their perspective is glued to the familiar. If you only look at your life through the lens of what you have always seen, you risk overlooking the new paths I am creating. Even if you believe a certain door has permanently closed, I remind you that I can make a way where you see no way. I am not limited by your circumstances, nor am I deterred by your weaknesses. My power is greatest when you admit your need for me and invite me into your struggle. The moment you ask for my guidance, you align your heart with my possibilities. I am the one who spoke the universe into existence, so nothing is too difficult for me. If you feel that certain problems in your life are immovable, place them in my hands. Surrender every concern and watch how I work in ways that might surprise you. You may find that sometimes your circumstances do not instantly change, but I can shift your perspective so that you see them through a lens of faith rather than fear. Learning to live above your circumstances is not about denying that problems exist. Instead, it is about inviting my power and presence into those problems and recognizing that you are not defined by them. The trials of this world might feel constant, with each day presenting new worries and complications. Yet I have overcome the world, and I live within you. My presence in your life empowers you to respond to difficulty with hope rather than despair. Take time to be still before me. If you only focus on the endless flow of daily tasks, you might lose sight of my quiet voice. I speak in many ways, but you often hear me best when you intentionally slow down and seek me. In those moments, let my peace settle into your mind and heart. Surrender your anxieties, your to-do lists, and your racing thoughts. Breathe in the assurance that I am near. I know exactly what lies ahead, and I have already provided enough grace for each challenge you will face. I also understand how heavy life can sometimes feel. Troubles and distress are woven into the fabric of a world still longing for full redemption. But do not lose heart. I have already set in motion a plan to restore and renew all that is broken. Until then, I will not leave you alone. My Spirit is at work in you, giving you courage and perseverance. As you become more aware of my presence, you will feel a sense of calm that transcends human explanation. This peace is not something you can create by your own effort. It flows from my heart to yours. When you sit quietly with me, try to let go of the tension you carry in your body, the worries that swirl in your thoughts, and the fears that weigh on your soul. Offer these burdens to me, trusting that I care deeply about every detail of your life. In exchange, I pour my peace into you, a peace that will make you feel lighter and more hopeful. This process might happen gradually. Often your burdens feel like chains that are tightly wrapped around your heart. But little by little, those earthly shackles start to loosen as I remind you of who you are in me. You are my beloved child, created with intention and loved beyond measure. Even the smallest concerns you hold matter to me. So let yourself rest, knowing that my peace is available whenever you draw near. As you become freed from the constraints of worry and fear, you will discover a new vantage point: my perspective. Picture a traveler climbing to the top of a mountain. From the valley, all the traveler can see is the uphill path, the dense trees, and perhaps the obstacles that block the way. But from the summit, the traveler's view is panoramic. You see the wider landscape and how it all connects. In a similar way, when you draw close to me, I give you a broader understanding of what truly matters. You learn to discern between temporary distractions and eternal truths. This clarity helps you recognize opportunities for growth, moments where you can show compassion, and the lessons hidden in each season of your life. Resting in my presence is not laziness or inactivity. Rather, it is a purposeful pause, a willing surrender of control. In this rest, you invite me to guide you with my loving hand. You find space in your heart for true joy to blossom. This joy is not dependent on how easy or problem-free your life is. It is rooted in the unshakable knowledge that I am with you, and I will never abandon you. People around you might question how you can radiate joy when circumstances seem so difficult. But that is the beauty of my presence. When you trust me, no one can take away the joy I plant in your soul. This joy often flourishes in unexpected ways. Perhaps you feel overwhelmed by personal struggles, financial worries, health issues, relationship conflicts. Yet if you turn to me in the midst of these struggles, you will find that my Spirit infuses you with hope you cannot explain. Over time, you will realize that while challenges remain, your heart grows stronger. Your faith matures as you repeatedly choose to rely on me. And in that reliance, you discover that what once seemed insurmountable now looks like an opportunity to see my power at work. When regrets from the past try to rob you of this joy, remind yourself that I am bigger than your failures. I am the Redeemer who can bring good from what was meant for harm. Your story is still being written, and every chapter has a purpose. By focusing on me in the present, you leave room for healing to take root. You no longer live in the shadow of what you cannot change, but you step into the light of what I am doing now. This is a daily practice, acknowledging your regrets, releasing them to me, and choosing to move forward in the grace I provide. It is my desire that you walk in freedom, unhindered by yesterday's weight. When anxieties about the future arise, remember that I am already there. I stand outside of time, seeing your beginning and end with perfect clarity. This is why you do not need to fear tomorrow. I have prepared a path for you, even if you cannot see it yet. Many times my children want to know every detail in advance, yet I ask you to trust me for the next step. Each day is an invitation to walk with me. When you take that step of faith, you grow in confidence, learning that I will supply exactly what you need for each moment. You might still wonder, how can I learn to live above my circumstances when they seem so heavy? The key is not to escape reality, but to allow me to transform your perspective. Sit with me, pray, read my words, and listen for my voice in your heart. In that intimate communion, my peace settles your mind. Over time, you will find that you no longer respond to life's pressures in the same way. Your reactions become shaped by faith rather than fear. You hold on to my promises instead of the world's dire predictions. You learn to cast your cares upon me, knowing I truly care for you. This transformation is a process, and I delight in walking it out with you. Do not rush yourself or become discouraged if you struggle at first. Bring your frustrations, tears, and questions to me. I do not shy away from your honesty. In fact, I welcome it. A genuine heart that seeks me is precious in my sight. As you practice returning to me in all circumstances, you will see your burdens grow lighter. You will realize that the difficulties you face are not bigger than my love or stronger than my might. I am your everlasting security, the one who holds you when life feels overwhelming. Continue to speak those simple words. I trust you, Jesus. Let them be your first thought in the morning and your final prayer at night. Allow them to be the bridge between your despair and my hope. Let them shift your gaze from your circumstances to my steadfast character. No matter what your day brings, unexpected challenges or joyful surprises, those words anchor your spirit. As you rest in my presence, you will find a wellspring of joy that no one can take away. This joy stands firm against trials because it is rooted in my eternal nature, not in human possibilities. Remember that I am continually doing a new thing in your life. Your day-to-day routines might feel mundane, but remain open to the ways I move. Sometimes I bring new relationships, sometimes unexpected solutions to lingering problems, and sometimes a simple shift in your heart that changes everything. Be alert, my child. Be on the lookout for my activity all around you. Ask me to sharpen your spiritual senses so you can discern my subtle nudges. You might see my handiwork in an answered prayer, a reconciliation with someone you never thought you could forgive, or a renewed sense of purpose when you once felt aimless. As you live above your circumstances, you will also find yourself more able to love others freely. When you are weighed down by your own worries, it is hard to notice the needs of those around you. But when you dwell in my peace, you have the capacity to reach out and be a blessing. My love flowing through you becomes a testimony to the world. People will see that in the midst of chaos, you have a stability that cannot be explained by human logic. This stability is my gift to you, and it speaks volumes about who I am. If past regrets resurface, do not be discouraged. Healing is often like peeling back layers, revealing deeper places that need my touch. Each time you come to me, I will meet you with compassion. Let me assure you over and over, my mercy is new every morning. You do not have to earn my favor or prove yourself worthy. Your sincere heart and willingness to trust me pleases me more than any flawless performance. I see your efforts, and I know you deeply desire to walk in freedom. That is exactly what I want for you. Whenever doubt or fear tries to pull you back into old patterns, pause and remember that I am right here. You never have to face life's storms alone. I am your safe harbor. Run to me at any moment. My arms are open. The more you do this, the more you will internalize the truth that you are my precious child. You will grow stronger in faith, and your life will become a reflection of my goodness. Let this be your hope, that in every season I am shaping you to be more at peace, more hopeful, more aware of my presence. Now breathe deeply and rest in this reality. You are held, you are loved, and you are not defined by your past or your present struggles. My grace covers you, my spirit empowers you, and my promises secure you. As you move forward today and in the days ahead, keep your heart tuned to me, Let yourself be amazed by the new things I bring forth in your life. Trust in my ability to turn what once was broken into something beautiful. Know that I delight in your trust, and I delight in blessing you with my peace. If these words have spoken to you, if you sense my spirit stirring hope and courage within your heart, stay connected. I want to continue guiding you every step of the way. There is so much more I long to share with you as you learn to live above your circumstances and rest in my unfailing love. I invite you to subscribe to this channel so you can keep receiving encouragement and truth. Remember always, my beloved child, that I am with you, yesterday, today, and forever. Let your life be a testimony of my goodness as you walk forward in faith and joy. Amen.